Today we're going to be looking at 3 versus 5 versus 10 shot groups, because while I was zeroing, I would start with 3 shot groups, and then I would move to 5 shot groups as I got a little more zeroed in, and I usually shoot 10 shot groups when testing accuracy of ammo and rifles. So I want to show you guys my results and talk about it. First, I want to shoot one more 5 shot group with each rifle, as well as our 10 shot group with each rifle. We're going to start with the M16. This M16A1 replica is made almost entirely with original parts, and has a 20-inch FN 1 in 12 barrel on it. Okay, now let's shoot a 10-shot group through each rifle and see how we do. You'll have to forgive the strange background and the gentle yet comforting hum of fluorescent lighting, but the 8mm Mauser wife and I are welcoming the 8mm Mauser baby into the world. Although she's quite small right now, so probably 7.63mm Mauser baby. In any case, currently the room that was the gun room is becoming the baby's bedroom, the gun room is moving to the garage, and the garage is currently, well, still just a garage. At some point I'll get it set up as a YouTube studio, but right now, the garage is just a garage. Now let's get into the topic of today's video. I have my groups written down here, and I'll be flashing them on the screen for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, I think the 3-shot groups with the M16A1 illustrate my point well enough by themselves. I had 2 groups that were right around 1 3/4 inches, and one of them was at about exactly 3/4 inches. So we had a group that was under 1 MOA. Now, there are a lot of reviews on YouTube where somebody shoots a rifle or shoots an ammunition, and they shoot multiple 3-shot groups, and one of those 3-shot groups is under 1 MOA, and then they say, wow, this is a sub-MOA rifle. This is a sub-MOA rifle. Absolutely it's not. Which illustrates my point quite well that a lot of YouTube gun and ammo reviews are just worthless because they use 3-shot groups. 2 of the 5-shot groups were between 3 and 4 inches, and one of them was just under 2 inches. And then the 10-shot groups are where I think this video gets the most interesting. Our 10-shot group was at 3.46 inches, so just under 3.5 inches. Now, I actually had another 10-shot group with the M16 because a few weeks ago I posted a video that was testing to see if bayonets will impact the point of impact with a AR-15. Now, that 10-shot group measured to 3.6 inches. I think the bayonet is going to a slight degree, widen the spread of the shots because the bayonet is not on there very tight. It's on there pretty loose. All that wiggle room is going to mean a less accurate rifle. There's just less consistency in the tuning of the barrel. So what are our takeaways from all this? Well, number one, I think we can see that 3-shot groups are basically worthless for testing the quality of a ammunition, a weapon system, or a marksman. Because you just don't get enough results, and it's too easy to fabricate the results to look really good, i.e. shooting several 3-shot groups and then picking the best one to prove your results. 5-shot groups are a little bit better. 5-shot groups show you in general what an ammunition can do, but like we saw with the M16, I think it's still pretty possible to just get lucky and find really good results. I think that 10-shot groups give you the best advantage of being able to see what the weapon system can actually do. Another advantage that I see with 10-shot groups is that it really requires a lot more work for the marksman. When you shoot a 3-shot group, you don't start to experience strain and challenge. But when you're shooting 9 or 10 shots, you really start to feel it toward the end of the string of fire. You start to feel tired, and that really does affect your shooting. So I think 10-shot groups are also a better litmus test for you as a shooter if you're trying to train and if you're trying to learn what you are capable of doing. I think another advantage that you have of shooting 10 or more shots is that, let's say you do have an extreme flyer that was just you, because that's going to happen. Unless you're putting the rifle in a perfect bench rest where it can't move at all, you're going to have some sort of human error in your shooting, and that is going to affect the size of your groups. But if you have a flyer that is really obviously just you, even if you cast that flyer out, you still have 9 hits on the target to show you how you did. However, if you're only shooting 5 shots, or even worse, shooting 3 shots, and you have to cast out a flyer, well, then you only have a 4 or a 2-shot group. And that information is basically worthless because you're having such a small group that you just can't work with it. So I think 10-shot groups are really the way to go and really should be the standard on a platform like YouTube when we're testing the accuracy of a weapon system or a ammunition or the shooter himself. Sometimes you record a video like this and you realize that you forgot to answer the key question. How accurate can I be with this ammunition through this rifle? And the answer is about 3 MOA, which is about what I got with other tests shooting this ammunition through other rifles. And it's about what you'd expect of M193 of this quality. Some days you'll shoot better, some days you'll shoot worse, but what I got is about 3 MOA. Thanks for watching this video. I'm 8mm Mauser Man, and with help, I made an 8mm Mauser baby, but I lived on. This is a sub-MOA rifle.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.